Today I am extremely excited as I am going to share with you a very interesting piece of information. India has got its very first helium hotspot and I am going to tell you many interesting facts about it. This video will answer some of the important questions regarding mining in India and other Asian countries. Hey folks, this is Roy and welcome back to my channel HNT. So let us begin by showing you the position of the miner. But before I do that, try to guess where it could be. If you want, you can pause this video and write down your guess in the comment section. I'll tell you what my guess was. I thought the first helium miner in India would be installed in one of the mega cities like New Delhi or Bangalore or Mumbai. But I was wrong. So let's check out where it is actually. So go to your browser and type explorer.helium.com/coverage. So right now there are about 39,000 hotspots in the whole world. So move to India and here you can see one single green dot. So it's our first hotspot. So if you zoom in, you can see it's not in Delhi, it's not in Chandigarh, it's actually located in Shimla, which is a hill city. So if you click on there and click on view hotspot details, it will show you in more details. So this hotspot, whose name is Zealous Raisin Mandrill. So whoever the owner is, congratulations and thank you for taking this effort to bring the first helium hotspot in India. So you can see it's completely synced and the reward scale is 1. It's located in Shimla, which is the capital of Himachal Pradesh. And if you click on activity, you can see it has been performing some mining related activity, and click on rewards and you can see it has been earning some rewards. So many of you asked me whether one can mine helium in India and I gave you a positive answer. But now you have a concrete proof that yes, you can. In the next part of the video, I am going to take you through the history of this particular hotspot. In fact, it has an interesting one. Originally, this hotspot was located somewhere in Europe and then it was brought into India. So let's check what happened. Go back to your browser and click on activity. Now I'm going to filter this activity by clicking here and then select assert location 1, 2, add hotspot and transfer hotspot. And now you can see the hotspot was registered first time in the Helium blockchain on 27th of October 2020, and the location was asserted for the first time on 14th of November 2020. So if I right click here and check the details, it will show you where it was located originally. So this is the city, this is the location of the hotspot, and it was actually located in Cologne, which is one of the cities in the Western Germany. So it has some details about that particular transaction, and then it was there for a long time, about 6 or 7 months, and then the hotspot owner was transferred. So this transfer hotspot says that somebody sold this miner to somebody else. So if I right click on it and check the details, it will show you that this is the address of the seller and this is the address of the buyer, and this is how the hotspot was sold. So this gives you another important answer that whether you can sell your own hotspot, whether it's possible or not, the answer is yes, you can. And now let's go back to the activity again, and then the second location assertion happened on 12th of May, which is basically 1 week before recording of this video. And you can click on this to check the details and you will see that it was placed in Shimla on that day. So here on the map you can see it's in Shimla, a beautiful hill city, and some more details about that particular transaction. Alright, now let's check out some other details about it. So if I just cancel all these filters, yes, so Let's check out what kind of activities it has been performing, because it's a lone wolf. What I mean is it's basically alone in that area. So of course India, this is the first one in India, so there will not be anyone else around. But let's check out what kind of activity it's performing. So you can see there are some things called POC challenger. Basically this means that it tried to create a proof of coverage challenge for some other hotspot in the network, and these purple ones mean that some other hotspot accepted its challenge, and because that challenge was accepted and it performed that beaconing or proof of coverage challenge, as a result of that it got some mining reward, which is 0.06 HNT. So similar thing happened throughout the day or throughout last few days, and you can see this is the beacon signal, which means some other hotspot in the Helium network challenged this particular hotspot, but of course it emitted a beacon signal, but since there is nothing around, that signal was not received by anything else, any other hotspot. That's why there is no witness, and as a result it didn't get any reward for beaconing this signal. So this kind of activity has been happening through this particular hotspot, and if we just let's refresh this page, go back to activity again to load some older history. So I know that it was brought on 12th May. So you can see here, so last time this happened, this witness. So if you click on the details here, you can see it was still back in Cologne, back in Germany, and it received some witness from the beaconing signal of some other hotspot, and as a result it got some mining reward. And the last thing that happened is basically 12th May 9:39 AM. But note that this time is with respect to Chicago time, where I am currently, and then the location assertion happened on the same day at 11:40 AM. So now look at the time difference. So let's say 9:40 AM to 11:40 AM, so 2 hours. Now somebody has to bring the hotspot from Germany to India in 2 hours, right? This is not possible. So how did that happen? So you have to remember that there is a time difference between Germany and India, and the time difference is 3 hours and 30 minutes. So you can see in total of 3 hours 30 minutes plus this 2 hours, which is a total of 5 hours and 30 minutes, that hotspot was brought from Germany to India and the location was asserted. So it's pretty cool. So you can see after the location was asserted, then of course there is no witnessing because there is no other hotspot around, but it still earned HNT by creating these POC challenges. Okay, I would like to discuss one more thing. If you scroll down in the activity page, you will see a different kind of activity which is called packets transferred. What this means is that some kind of IoT devices, like Internet of Things devices, for example a smart tracker on your bicycle or a freshness sensor in your refrigerator, transferred some information through this hotspot, and that's why these events were registered as packets transferred. And there is also some mining reward for this kind of activity, even though it's very small. But this is going to grow as the number of IoT devices are going to increase in the society. So let's check what kind of earning is happening for this miner. So you can see when it was back in Germany, it was earning pretty good, like around 4 to 5, even like almost 7 HNT per day. It was pretty good actually, but once it came to India, the earning is very small, like 0.04, 0.15, 0.12 HNT per day or so on. This was expected because back in Germany there were many hotspots around it, so it could participate in the proof of coverage challenges, but back here in India there is no hotspot around, so there is of course no witness or beacon, and its beacon signals are also not received by others. That's why there is no mining rewards for that kind of activity. The only activity through which it's earning money is creating challenges for other hotspots. But this situation is going to improve, as we are having more hotspot in India and this earning will grow. I hope more helium hotspot sellers soon become available for India and other Asian countries so that people can start buying the hotspots and build a network. Unfortunately, right now you cannot even place the order. This is because most of the foreign countries do not sell in Asian countries except China, and the other companies who have listed their products for India are either completely out of stock or haven't even started production. As I have more information regarding who are the companies planning to sell in India, I'll post another video about it. However, today we learned 3 important lessons. First, whether we can mine helium in India or not. Yes, you can. Second, if you own one hotspot, can you sell it to somebody else or not? Yes, you can. And finally, the important one, if one hotspot was purchased in Europe and was working there, can that be used for India? So as you saw in today's video, that is also completely possible. But it leaves me with one question, the thing that I don't know. In Europe, the hotspots work at 868 megahertz, and India it's supposed to work at 865 megahertz. But I don't know after this hotspot was brought here whether it is now working at 865 or 868. The Explorer interface doesn't provide that information. And another comment about what kind of hotspot it would be, I think it would be one of those either original, which are called OG hotspots, or probably the rack miner version 1. Before concluding this video, heartiest congratulations again to the owner of Zealous Raisin Mandrill. We are really jealous that you are now famous by becoming the first helium hotspot owner in India. If by any chance you happen to be watching this video, please leave a comment. I and my viewers would love to learn more about your experience. If anyone who is a friend of this person is watching this video, you can help us to get in touch with him or her. That's all for today. Thanks for watching guys, and get cryptonized.